The Washington Post is reporting that the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, has been bringing suitcases full of dirty laundry with him whenever he visits the US. And he does this because all the laundry gets cleaned for free by the president's staff at the White House, which is pretty wild. I mean, this guy runs a country and he's treating the White House like a college freshman visiting his parents for the weekend. It also probably explains why Netanyahu is suddenly signing all these peace deals. Shit, I'm out of clean underwear. Yo, Bahrain, meet me at the White House. In social media news, an app called Gradient is being accused of promoting digital blackface for letting users see what they would look like as other races. And look, I don't know if this counts as blackface, but I do know this counts as a shitty app, because that is not what you would look like as a black person. That's just another person. Also, if you're a white person, you don't need a filter to see what you would look like as a European. That's what you is. And then, in Coronavirus is Ruining Everything news, it was just announced that the annual New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square will be going virtual this year. Which means now, if you want to pee your pants waiting for midnight, you're going to have to do it at home. And I'll say this, canceling New Year's Eve is a great call. Yeah, I said it. I learned my lesson with 2020. From now on, I'm not celebrating a year before we get to see if it's good first. Yeah, we should see how 2021 goes, then decide whether or not we want to throw it a party. You have to earn the right for me to celebrate you by vomiting in Times Square from drinking too many White Claws. It's a privilege. But I'll be honest, folks, it's hard to care too much about ball drops or dirty laundry or whatever Asian Scott Disick is up to when the world's oldest democracy is about to become the world's newest dictatorship.
Never in the history of this country has there not been a peaceful transfer of power after a presidential election, but now President Trump is suggesting he might not accept the election results if he is not the winner.
The president is taking a position on this issue that is not just unprecedented, but critics warn it is dangerous, refusing to endorse one of the most basic tenets of American democracy.
Will you commit to making sure that there is a peaceful transfer of power after the election?
Well, we're going to have to see what happens. You know that I've been complaining very strongly about the ballots, and the ballots are a disaster.
I understand that, but people are rioting. Do you commit to making sure that there's a peaceful transfer of power?
We want to get rid of the ballots, and you'll have a very peaceful. There won't be a transfer, frankly. There'll be a continuation.
Holy shit. I never thought I would see the day where an American president would threaten not to accept an election defeat. I will say, man, Donald Trump has gone on quite the journey. The man spent his entire life as one of the world's most famous landlords, and now he's turning into the world's most famous squatter. I bet even if Joe Biden wins, they're gonna find Trump in the White House basement someday living that parasite life. But on the real though, this is a legit problem, because a peaceful transfer of power is the cornerstone of a healthy democracy. And by Trump saying that he refuses to leave peacefully, he's basically threatening a coup. I mean, unless maybe what he means is that he will leave, but he just thinks it's more interesting if there's a fight on the way out. Which I don't totally disagree with. Can you imagine how fun it would be if the incoming president always had to fist fight the outgoing president? Yeah? Biden and Trump are going to be at the White House recreating the geriatric fights from The Irishman, while Kamala Harris has Mike Pence in a headlock. Oh no, my hair grazed her bosom, now it's going to hell. And guys, I really hope that there is a peaceful transition of power. Because I don't know about you, but I am not in good enough shape to fight a civil war right now. Yeah, I've been trapped inside my house for months. I'm not working out. It's like I'm a caterpillar that went into a cocoon and then came out as an even shittier caterpillar. Now, after 250 years, Americans have grown somewhat attached to living in a democracy. So a lot of them are understandably pretty upset about what happened. And usually, when Americans are angry at Trump, they don't have a chance to tell him directly. But it just so happens that today, Trump went out to pay respects to the late RBG. And the people who were there, well, they let him know exactly how they felt.
President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump arrived at the Supreme Court Thursday morning to pay their respects to Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Mourners waiting in line to do the same booed and chanted when they saw the president had arrived.
that must suck. It's like Trump's Twitter mentions turned up in real life.